Breaking news, guys. Let's talk about it. What's going on, guys? It is your boy, Exacting Raider. We will be getting Natural Nate on in a bit. He's getting settled because, guys, we have breaking news. Derek Carr has been benched in favor for Jarrett Stidham, and Chase Garbers is going to serve as the backup to Jarrett Stidham. Derek Carr will be inactive for the rest of the season. This is really not coming a shock to most of us. We've seen this kind of written on the wall. Derek Carr had a really terrible game against the Pittsburgh Steelers, and the writing was on the wall, guys. We are going to dive into the news that has just dropped. Derek Carr has been benched, and he is inactive for the remainder of the season. He is not even going to be serving as a backup to Jarrett Stidham. It would be Chase Garbers as the backup to Jarrett Stidham. Salute to everyone popping in real quick. I know it is very early, but like I said, we have some breaking news that we have to discuss. We got my boy Van City up in here. We got Demenis. We got our boy. Man, try to spread the link. I know a lot of people want to talk about this, so spread the link, spread the word. Tell your guys to get here. We are going to be dissecting the news that is coming out of Las Vegas, and that is Derek Carr is being benched, and it might be that Derek Carr era is over in Las Vegas. He's being benched, guys, and then not on top of that, he's being inactive. Being inactive, like Matt Ryan was benched earlier in the season, and he was still serving as the backup to their backup quarterback. But for Derek Carr to not even be put on the roster as a backup, and they're moving Chase Garbers as the backup to Jarrett Stidham, Derek Carr is gone. He is not gonna be here next season. He's like, it's happening. It is happening. It is happening. I wanted to come on later, really to get the injury report out, see what is going on in going forward for the Niners. But I was following Mitchell Renz. He is the YouTuber for Raiders. I think it was the Raiders chats on. I don't know his YouTube channel. I feel so bad because like I follow him, but I was following him and he said something about him and Raiders.Scout. Him and Scout were really like saying there's a switch up in the scoring. And that was the Niners were favored against the Raiders, I believe, by 6 points. And then that points went up to -9. And they said based off that spread being more, now it's really looking like the Raiders are benching quarterback Derek Carr. I'm even getting the news right here, guys. The news is right here from Yahoo Sports. Raiders bench Derek Carr with playoffs all but lost. $33 million injury guarantee looming. The Las Vegas Raiders have benched quarterback Derek Carr with 2 games remaining in the regular season. Head coach Josh McDaniels announced news on Wednesday. Jarrett Stidham will start in his place on Sunday against the Niners and presumably in next week's regular season finale against the Kansas City Chiefs. Carr will be inactive. The Raiders are still mathematically alive for the postseason at 6-9, but last week's loss to the Pittsburgh Steelers all but eliminated them from reasonable contention. Meanwhile, Carr is due $33 million next season that's fully guaranteed in case of injury. He'd also be guaranteed $7.5 million in 2024 in case of injury. Vic Tafur reported the Raiders front office met on consecutive nights this week to discuss the course of action regarding Carr's injury guaranteed. McDaniel said there's a lot to be sorted through once the season is over. Carr has been the Raiders starter for 9 seasons since they drafted him in the second round of the 2014 draft. He missed just 2 regular season games in his career. He missed both of those games because of injury. The decision raises doubts about Carr's future with the franchise. Carr has made 3 Pro Bowls in his 9 seasons, with has last arriving after the 2017 campaign. The Raiders have made the playoffs twice with Carr at the quarterback, including a wild card berth last season. They not won a wild card playoff game since 2002. In 2022, Carr's completed 60% of his passes for 3,522 yards with 24 touchdowns and 14 interceptions. His completion rate is his worst since his rookie season and is a steep drop from a 68.4 completion percentage in 2021. His 14 interceptions are the most in the league through week 16. And it ends there. So, guys, I want to get your guys' thoughts. We got Alice Ghost. Alice Ghost is in the building. Salute to you. I'm still waiting on my man Nate to get settled in. He is in backstage. Alice Ghost and Carr, I trust. Y'all got what you wanted. Alice Ghost, I didn't see it coming. I thought, to be honest, Alice Ghost, I thought Derek Carr was going to finish the season. I didn't think he was going to be getting benched this late in the season. I was thinking because it's late in the season, you might as well play it out, and then you handle the business after, once we get to the Super Bowl. I didn't think he was going to get benched. I'll really be honest. I was saying you need to bench him, but I really did not think he was going to get benched. Demenis says, God, I hope Stidham can somehow win this Sunday. I don't think he's going to win, Demenis. He's the backup for a reason, but at the same time, we don't know what we're going to get out of Stidham. He hasn't played actual real-time football. He's only played in the preseason. Looked good in the preseason, but preseason's different from regular season. We should know this. Look at our record. Van City says, and Ziegler, I trust. He's going to return the Raiders to greatness. And the thing is, Van City, a lot of people want to overlook that. They think because the Raiders have a stigma really of drafting bad players, that Ziegler can't do it. Ziegler can do it. I believe because he's got Parham. He really got a lot of diamonds in the rough in the late rounds. And I think giving Ziegler this much draft capital with, I believe, 13 picks next season, Ziegler's going to, he's going to probably hit and miss. We'll see. But I really believe that Ziegler is going to hit and really build the Raiders for greatness. He said he wants to build the Raiders for championships season in and season out. He doesn't want to just do what the Rams did and go, buy your championship for one season and then you suck for the next seasons. No, he wants to be a contender year in and year out. He is going to get McDaniels the guys that is needed to win year in and year out, win the division year in and year out, win championships year in and year out. Chippy, hey, Chippy, you want to pull up? You got time to pull up, brother? He says, low-key, why Mark Davis looked like that? Bro. Al Davis said, I saw it coming. I was on a live on Monday and called it. This is the end of DC's era. And I was Ghost. I shout out you, bro. Because you've been trying to, you've been having Derek Carr's back. And for you to say that, man, like, it's not saying, like I said, I would never say Derek Carr sucks. It's just the inconsistency, man. The inconsistency of when you have a good game and then you have a bad game. Like, he had a game like the Patriots, and I gave him his flowers. I was like, bro, Carr, you did everything. You did everything you had. You did everything you needed to do to win that game. But, yeah, the defense won it, but you got us in the position to win that game. If defense, that could have been a tying instead of the game-winning defensive touchdown. But then he comes against the Pittsburgh Steelers. And to recap, guys, the Steelers box score for that game. Not that one. That is old. This one. Derek Carr's not. You go from a 3-touchdown game to a 3-interception game in a week. And you go for 16 for 30, 174 yards, 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions, quarterback rating on 20.2, and a passer rating of 42.2. That's just not going to cut it, guys. Like, we wanted to talk about DC later, but we didn't want to really get on him. Of course, we want to talk about the defense. We want to talk about other things, but now it's inevitable. We got to talk about Derek Carr. Nate, give me a thumbs up if you're ready. You ready? He's in the backstage. I don't know if he's still getting set up. He'll text me. But yeah, Van City, he's gonna look mighty mean sitting on the bench. You know what's crazy, Van City? Like I said, he's not even gonna be on the bench. He is not. I don't think he's gonna be with the team. He is inactive for the remainder of the season. How do you guys feel about this? Like, give me your guys' thoughts. Give me your guys' thoughts, guys. Give me your guys' thoughts. We got 16 people in the chat. Thank you guys for pulling up. I got my primo Nate coming up real quick. We're gonna give our thoughts on the move right now. Like, we were expecting to come on later, but really the breaking news that is coming out, to repeat, Derek Carr has been benched in favor for Jarrett Stidham, and Derek Carr is going to be inactive for the next 2 games. He is not even going to be with the team on the sideline. Chase Garbers is going to be the backup to Jarrett Stidham, not Derek Carr. Robert Pena, salute for joining up. Salute to you. Al's Ghost, I don't believe in Ziegler. I hope I'm wrong. And Al's Ghost, I'll give you that, because we only had one season to really see what Ziegler can do. But based off what he did last season in the draft and getting Devontae Adams when it looked very unlikely that we were going to get Devontae Adams, I trust him. I hope you're wrong too. I hope he really can fix. They have a plan going forward, especially at the quarterback position. We know a lot of people were up and down with the Derek Carr move, and who was going to replace him. Van City's having fun with this. Nah. Hey. Goodbye. Chippy says, no, I got nothing to say. All right, Chippy. All right. Jose Lopez, shout out to you for pulling up. We know what we have with DC media is mediocrity. It's time to move on. Shout out to you. Salvia Truch, 9 years and didn't do shit. I don't trust McDaniels either. Now, I'll give you the McDaniels. Like, we don't have to trust him, but we do got to give him a chance. I will say that. And without further ado, guys, my boy Primo Nate, Raiders Primos is in full force. Welcome, bro. I'm gonna let you have the floor. Because we can't hear you, bro. Your mic's off. But yeah, I'll let you have the floor when you can get situated there. I can't really hear you, but yeah, salute to my brother Nate coming on. He's gonna get his mic, try to figure it out. But yes, guys, let's talk about it. Also, I do want to talk about the defense and the offensive line a little bit. This isn't just going to be a Derek Carr show, but it is going to probably be a Derek Carr show because of the breaking news. But yes, Jarrett Stidham. Let's bring up his stats real quick. Let's bring up Jarrett Stidham's stats. But like I said, let's not expect a lot out of Stidham. I'm not really expecting a lot out of him, but his stats, the only game he played this season was against the Saints, which was 72 yards, quarterback 76.4. Nate, I think I heard you there. Yeah, I hear you now. I hear you. And then with the Patriots in 2020, he had 256 yards passing with 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. And then in 2019, he had 14 yards and 1 interception. He has not got a lot of playing time, you guys. So it's really going to, we likely are going to probably have a shit show on Sunday. But Nate, give us your thoughts, brother.
Nah, bro.
The news coming out. Bro. Derek Carr has been benched.
We're beating the Niners 40-9, bro. No, I'm just playing. Bro, I said this when we were watching the game. This is what we've all been waiting for, you know what I'm saying? Stidham versus Purdy, the 2 backups going at it, you know what I'm saying? Man. With all due respect, I wish Derek Carr nothing but it. But yeah, stepping into the new freaking chapter, y'all. It's been 9 years in this just reading through this chapter, and now we turn over the page, and we don't know what this chapter's got, what this is gonna be for us, but hopefully it's good. And man, it feels like it's crazy because this
so here we go. I'm looking on Twitter right now. Levi Edwards says, this is Josh McDaniels speaking. on Jared Stidham. He says that Stidham, he works very hard. He's very bright. He knows the offense, and he's prepared like he's playing every week of his NFL career. Carr will be inactive for the final 2 games, so he won't wear a Raiders jersey on game day again this season. So with Derek Carr's season likely over, he finishes with his lower passer rating and lowest PFF grade since his rookie season for the Raiders. Like I said, Chase Garbers will serve as the backup. And they said going forward with the quarterback situation, they're not gonna talk about it until after the season's over.
Honestly,
So,
we won this week.
what's up, Raider Scorpio? Let me get in these chats real quick. Van City says, "You know what, man? In all due respect, I want to wish Derek Carr nothing but the best in the future. He gave his blood, sweat, and tears into the Raiders organization over the past 9 years, and I hope he finds success in the future." And you know what? I'm like that, Van City. A lot of people will say we're Raiders haters, or we're Carr haters, but it's like no, like I will give Derek Carr wish nothing but the best for his future. I don't got nothing problem with him personally, but as a Raiders quarterback, he was just not the answer. He was not the
Yeah,
answer,
man.
and it's we were losing with him, and if we lose without him, I know people are gonna well, you said we were gonna. I never said we were gonna win without him. I'm just saying we need to move on because we're already losing. We are we're not winning. If we're winning, I would not be getting on the
Like, do you want to
Derek
be?
Carr cut
Do you
him
want to
train.
be like? Do they just want to be like 7-9, 8-8, 10-7, like
Like I
for the
said,
rest
do
of their life?
they want to barely sniff the playoffs? Like
Like
that's the
every
thing.
single year for the rest of their life? Like, what's going on? Like, you trying to waste years of having Devonte Adams, Max Crosby, freaking possibly Jacobs, but he's pissed. Probably until now. But yeah, you want to waste that talent to just go like mediocre. That's no.
Now we gotta address the elephant in the room. Devonte Adams. With the news coming out, how do you think Adams feels?
Um. Hmm. Hmm. I mean, I feel like he feels up and down at the same time. But it actually depends if he's a real Raider or not. That's what we're gonna realize right now. If he's a real Raider and he's like, you know what, bro, I'm gone because he's gone, or he's gonna be like, you know what, let's go new QB, let's get a dub, let's go far with this, and hopefully, he's like that second option, I mean, we don't really. Has he said anything or no? Because I
He
don't
hasn't.
know what the heck.
I think he does have a presser today. That's later
Yeah.
today.
You know how much
But
that's you know how much views that's gonna
But the
be.
thing is, it's like you said, Nate. We gotta see where is Devonte Adams at? Because the thing is, if you came to the Raiders to play with Carr, or you came to the Raiders because you want to play with the Raiders, you came with the wrong motive. Your motive should come. I came to the Raiders because I want to win a championship here. I want to win a
Mm,
Super Bowl here. That should
yeah,
be what you want, not because you want to play with your best friend. Yeah, that's a bonus you're getting, but that shouldn't be the main reason that's going to decide whether you stay here or you leave. And I'm sorry to say, if Devonte is a little, in the feelings with this move, then Devonte, you could get out too because you're
yeah,
showing your true colors. You don't want to win here. You don't care that you want to win here because you should not care about who's passing you the ball. I mean, I get it. We want to get, you want to get someone who's going to get you the ball, but you should not care as long as you're winning. That should be the main reason. With your best friend, we were not winning. You were not winning. So it shouldn't matter if whoever's passing you the ball, if they're winning football games, you should be okay with that. That's where I'm at.
fact.
You should
I
be
mean,
okay
shoot,
with
I'm
winning,
okay with that.
not who's throwing you the football. Which Carr the best, but that was the best decision for the team. That Raiders fan, shout out to you for pulling up. Many fans will jump ship because Carr will no longer be a Raider. Fakes, and you know what's crazy? I think so, Nate. I think a lot of fans are gonna jump ship. A lot of fans are gonna jump ship. Hey, I've been saying put in Stidham the past 4 games. This is true. And in our lives, Nate Raider Scorpio has been coming on and has been calling for Stidham. Now he's getting what he's asking for. Now I would say this. Let's transition. What are you expecting to see out of Stidham going against the number 1 defense in the 49ers?
Um, man, I hope we win. Shoot, that would be cool. But it's gonna be a hostile environment now with the actual bro. Nothing but the Bay is gonna be there at this point. Like,
And do you think it's
bro,
going to be 50-50? Like, because Allegiant Stadium, bro, like,
it could be
it's a
50-50,
source
but it's gonna
attraction.
be it could be 50-50, but it's gonna have the same fans like every like if it's not Raiders fans, Bay fans, it's gonna be Niners fans, Bay fans. So this is just gonna be chaotic. This might be the most like relatable to Oakland Stadium you're gonna get because you don't have Chargers fans because they don't got the motive like the Bay. You don't have any other fans. You know what I'm saying? This is literally gonna be the battle of the Bay, and nobody. I swear, if I see another Patriots fan walk up in that stadium, bro, like, bro, like, stay home, bro.
Now, let's say we
This is
gotta
gonna be
address.
cool. Bro. They're gonna have the
I'm gonna
soundboard up.
say this,
Trust.
bro. If we
They're
if
gonna
we
have the
lose,
soundboard up.
if we lose, I'm okay. I mean, it's not we haven't been through. It's nothing we haven't been through. I mean, I hope we win, but it'd be funny that we win and Stidham goes out there and balls out. Like that's what we're not talking about. What if
I
Stidham
mean,
goes
that
out
would
there
be
and balls
nice.
out?
That I mean, I want to win still.
I do too. I do too. I'm not saying I want to lose, but I'm like I'm okay. Let's go out there
Shoot,
and win. But
I'm not
my
trying to lose
expectations
against the
got a little
Niners.
bit lower.
I mean, shoot, 4-0 in the preseason.
That's preseason, bro. He's playing backups.
I mean,
He doesn't
Purdy
have Nick
preseason.
Bosa coming at him.
Purdy played in the preseason. No, he didn't.
Yeah,
Did he?
did he? I don't even know. I don't think it matters though. But this is really for me. It's surprising. I know a lot of people think it's not surprising, but it's surprising to me, Nate, that Josh McDaniels actually is benching Carr. Um,
First year, bro, with him, and he's like, "Well, you're done."
yeah, he really, bro, he really. Uh, Alex Ghost says we're not winning the last 2 games, guys. Like I said, Alex Ghost, I'm not saying we are gonna win, but I still want to win. At the end of the day.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm not gonna walk up to a stadium that has Al's George and be like, "No, I don't want to win.
yeah.
I want to win, bro."
But if you guys can go check out the press, I know I'm gonna check out the press conference afterwards, and then we'll probably dissect it more tomorrow, or maybe even tonight. We might go live tonight again, if you're okay with that, Nate. But
Yeah,
man, Alex Go says, yeah, we're not winning the last. I think with the last 2 games, we won't know. We won't know. Van City says, good. We lose the next 2, we will be close to the top 5 in the draft. That's the thing, Van City. It's a win-win situation. If we win, cool. If we lose, cool. Like,
yeah. At this point, bro.
at this point, it doesn't really matter at this point, And Alex Ghost, like I said, Reggie McKenzie sucked at drafting. John Gruden sucked at drafting. Mike Mayock sucked at drafting. Ziegler, we can't hold that. We can't hold that over him because he drafted for the Patriots, and they were always drafting guys that we didn't know about, like the Edelmans, the Brady's. I don't think Ziegler drafted Brady. I think Ziegler was later, but still, like they were still being a contender year in and year out, and it was by Ziegler drafting. So we can't really say that Ziegler can't do that with us.
Like, yeah, this Scorpio said, like, if we win, we're all gonna be happy. Like, bruh. Like, we're all gonna be happy, and that's do we want to be happy or sad? Like, bruh.
Raider Scorpio said, I must say, I want Raiders to win against the 49ers, but I don't expect Stidham to go out there and beat Mahomes. But hopefully he keeps us close to actually win in the fourth quarter. And that's all we've been asking for from a quarterback is that just go out there and win the football games. Play 4 quarters of football.
Yeah.
Bro, if
This is
Stidham
the
can
first
play the
game
second
against the
half,
starters.
That's the thing. If Stidham could play the first half like Carr and then play the second half opposite of what Carr has been playing like,
Didn't didn't we go against a team in the preseason that played most of their starters or no?
yes, the Patriots.
That's tough.
The Patriots. And Jared Stidham abused those guys. I don't think
Dang.
he played against what's their pass rusher's name? I'm brain
Judon?
farting right now. Huh?
Judon?
Yeah, he did. I don't think he went against Judon though.
No.
Alsgo says, I'm not a fan of Parham. Dude got abused by Cam Hayward on Saturday. Granted, Hayward is one of the best D linemen. And that's the thing, Alsgo, he's a rookie. I was like this with all of our rookies. Even be surprised. I was like this with Carr. I was saying Carr was our future because he's a rookie. I'm like, he's only going to get better. Same with Parham. I think Parham's in the same category that he's only going to get better. He's a rookie. He's going to learn stuff and see stuff that he's never seen before. And then next season, he's going to go over that. And especially that he's lining up against, the Max Crosbys, the Chandler Jones mate. And hopefully we can get some top tier defensive like interior where he can go against those guys and they can really like coach him up and, really raise him up to be really one of the top guards in the league. But they shown flashes. That's the thing. You can't really expect a lot out of a rookie, especially going from the third round and beyond. But they've been playing really better than expected. I will say that. That Raiders fan says, I expect us to lose, obviously, but just don't want to get blown out. That's what I'm hoping for. And if we do,
Yeah, I don't want to have to stream and we're getting blown out while we have a San Francisco fan on the stream. Like, bruh.
yeah. Oh, by the way, guys, that reminds me, we are going to go live. We're going to have a watch party for the Niners
Is
versus
this on
Raiders.
Sunday?
This is on Sunday. Kickoff
Okay,
is
thank God.
around. Let me see. Kickoff is around. Let me pull it up here. It's at 1:05, so we'll go live around like 12.
Okay. So
Oh,
okay, so he wants to.
speaking of the Niner
So
fan,
he want to
speaking of
pull
the
up.
Niner fan,
Okay.
speaking of the Niner fan over here, hey, we won Brock Purdy. I'll say that.
Yeah, bro.
I'll take Purdy.
Stidham's coming from bro. Okay.
But
Let's see.
yes, we are gonna go live. Watch party around. I'll say 12:50. Nate, we'll go live at 12:50. About 15 minutes before kickoff. And Garrett, you coming on? I'm gonna send you the link. You better not
Yeah,
be scared.
you're the Niners fan here. You're talking trash. You better pull
For
up.
real. Alice Go says, get ready for some dark times ahead. It's
No, we
possible
ain't
that
no
we'll be looking for a competent quarterback for the next 12 years. Alice Ghost, I'll ask you this.
next 12 years.
But here's the thing, Nate, and I wanted to ask this question because I seen a very good question. If you are afraid that you're gonna draft anything below Carr, then you're not gonna draft a quarterback at all. You have to go out there and see, okay, and scout. Okay, we're gonna go out there and find like the next Mahomes, or not even the next Mahomes, but we just want to get a quarterback that's gonna win. Scouting comes into that, and drafting comes into that. I trust that Ziegler's gonna go out there and get the best guy to go, to take the reins and go out, and you could build something off of that because I feel like we're just focusing on, okay, next season we're gonna go get a quarterback, and a lot of people are gonna expect, oh, Raiders are gonna make the playoffs. I don't personally, because Alice Ghost has a point here. We do gotta go look for a quarterback. Now, I will say this. Alice Ghost, it took us 12 years to find DC. That's only because we sucked at drafting. Alice Ghost, Reggie
Yeah,
McKenzie sucked at
we found
drafting.
that big old
Like,
bust.
for real, we drafted Jamarcus Russell. You sucked at drafting. They could have got Aaron Rodgers. They sucked at drafting. That's the point I'm trying to make. But Ziegler's different. Ziegler has a repertoire in New England that he's built a New England Patriots like organization that people went over there because they wanted to win. They knew Patriots organization was a winning organization, and Ziegler built that team for Bill Belichick to go win championships. Who's to say Ziegler can't do that for Josh McDaniels? When year one, he's got the best receiver in the NFL to come to the Raiders when the trade looked like it wasn't even going to happen. He went out and got some diamonds in the rough in the third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh rounds. He's got some undrafted free agents, and Sincere McCormick, we still don't know what we're gonna get out of him. But the thing is, Ziegler's done. I would say Ziegler has shown that we can kind of put hope there, if that makes sense. Raider Scorpio says if Stidham played decent or even wins the last 2 games, just saying, this is hypothetically speaking, you think he should be our starter next year?
Oh, we're gonna have a QB battle next year.
That's what I'm thinking. It's going to be a
Yeah,
battle.
we're gonna be
Stidham is
having a
going to
battle between
likely
the
be in the
drafted
battle
and him.
unless they go get an Aaron Rodgers or someone who's gonna like. If you go get a Jimmy G, you're gonna have a quarterback battle. But if you get like a Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, you kind of
Jimmy.
you kind of have it already set in stone. But I think we're gonna have a quarterback battle next season. Jared Stidham's
Yeah.
gonna be in that. And we'll see who else is going to be in that. If it's going to be a bridge quarterback or a drafting quarterback or all three, we'll see.
This man Garrett actually is trying to tell us that we want Jimmy. This man's like, you can have Jimmy.
Some fans were afraid of letting Carr go just because they think we're gonna find someone better. Take chances. That Raiders fan, that's what I'm talking about. Or they think we're gonna find somebody worse than Derek Carr, and you can't have that mindset because then you're never gonna draft a quarterback, and you'll never go out and draft the Josh Allens, go out and draft the Tua Tagovailoas, the Patrick Mahomes, the Justin Herberts. You're not gonna draft those guys because you're afraid of starting over at the quarterback position. And even for the Niners' sake, they drafted Trey Lance after Jimmy Garoppolo literally took them to the Super Bowl 2 years prior. So you got to move on. Now, I'm not saying Trey Lance is going to be some superstar, but who's to say he's going to be a superstar? What if he does come out and ball out with the Niners? The Niners really just help themselves because now they're not paying a quarterback close to $30 million. Now they're paying a quarterback on a rookie contract who's over there balling out. It's a smart move on their end, and they can continue building pieces around them. Osgo says, we hope that Ziegler is different. We don't know if Ziegler is good at drafting. We have to wait and see. What if Ziegler shits the bed? If he shits the bed, then I was wrong. I'll say that. Bro, Gary, we don't want Trey Lance.
Oh, we don't want any of your stupid QBs, bro.
We don't want the wannabe Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah, we don't want no stupid Niner quarterbacks.
For real, Garrett, you over here thinking we want the wannabe Colin Kaepernick?
You guys have your own issues, bro. You guys have your own QB issues. I mean, not much of an issue right now, but you will. Trust me, they're gonna treat Trey Lance and Jimmy G like Derek Carr. They're gonna be like, oh, we need them. We still need them. Even if Purdy does good. You guys are gonna have a battle.
That's the thing. The Niners got a quarterback competition on their
between three guys.
I don't know what Garrett Parker is talking right here. You cannot have Trey Lance, bro. Like I said, we don't want the freaking Colin Kaepernick.
We don't want this. We don't want a man that just runs for like 2 yards and gets hurt, bro. No.
That's true. But so let's go moving forward, Nate. We got the news that Derek Carr's been benched. Where are you going in the future? When you're after the season's over, what do you just if you're Josh McDaniels or you're Ziegler, you're the front office. What is the discussions going on after the season's over?
You see if first before the draft, you have to see if anything's possible with any of the experienced big time guys,
Yeah.
Brady, Rodgers,
not a lot of big name guys out there.
Are we still no?
Lamar's a free agent. He didn't get re-signed, and I don't know. There's Raider fans out there that want Lamar, but dude, you're gonna have to give that man a kidney, a leg, and then the whole bank for him to come to the Raiders.
Bro, we might have to give him the whole stadium, bro.
You might as well. It's like, hey, bro, Legion Stadium is your new mansion, bro. You can have it all. Like, people don't realize, like, the whole reason I wanted to get rid of Carr is the contract. I don't want to go out and get another quarterback, and now you're gonna have to pay more money to him. Like, guys, the defense is trash. Okay, that's the whole point. I want a Carr gone, is because that money that Carr is gonna releasing Carr that's gonna help us save up. That money's gonna go to the defense, hopefully. But if I was Ziegler, that I would put that money to the defense. I would invest in the defense with almost every single penny that I have in the bank. And you can't do that when you're paying an average quarterback $30 million. The only guys earning their money is Josh Jacobs and Devontae Adams. Darren Waller, Hunter Renfrow, and Derek Carr. Like, you guys got to work something out when it comes to the money, because that money can be used to go to the defense. And that's all. That's really what that's really what I want. But
Yeah.
Osgo says my thinking is negative because I haven't experienced good drafting. I respect that, because I can understand that too. Everybody's going live right now, bro. I'm getting the
Everybody.
notifications. Yeah, everybody's going live. Tough to be positive when our drafting history has been negative. Osgos, you are right. And I would say this: it's tough for me to be positive on Derek Carr when all he's been showing me is losing.
Well, how are we supposed to be? I mean,
Like, no, because a lot of people,
yeah,
not Osgos specifically, but a lot of people like would throw that in my face. Like, bro, why you can't be positive with Carr? Why you always got to be negative? Because he hasn't shown me anything but to be negative. Him throwing interceptions, costly interceptions, him not moving in the pocket. The things that I criticize him about, he does it. He does it.
like, we can't.
And I understand Osgos because the thing is, it's true. I'm not gonna lie, Osgos. As we get closer to the draft, I'm gonna get more nervous and more and more nervous, because you're right. We always will do these mock drafts. We will say, "Oh, we like this guy coming out of here. This is the top guy." And sometimes most of us content creators are right, especially the ones that's been doing this for a while, like Wasted and Graph and Andy and Hammer, and the rest of the guys. Maybe even you know who's some other guys that we know. Sanji, Raider Scout, even though he's not really a content creator, but he, posts on his Instagram of guys that he likes coming out of the draft. Most of those times, those guys work out on other teams, and we miss on those guys. So I understand where Osgo's frustration lies when it comes to the drafting, but we're just gonna have to wait and see, really, if we're being honest.
Yeah.
Raider Scorpio, if Carr gets cut, I'll be so happy. It's about time. Time to build around commitment to excellence instead of building around Carr. Man, Raider Scorpio, a lot of people are not ready to talk about that. That Raiders fan, Wi-Fi Willie's crying right now. I low key want to watch it. Just I want to see other people's lives just to
Oh, is
see
it
what
live
they're
right
saying.
now?
Huh?
I want to see Wi-Fi is live.
Ed Butts, who is your ideal quarterback for next season? So, Ed Butts, we kind of said that it could be a quarterback competition next season with Jarrett Stidham, a bridge quarterback, and then a quarterback that we draft in the draft. So I can't really give you our ideal quarterback for next season, because if I'm smoking mirrors, I say Tom Brady or Aaron Rodgers. If I was smoking mirrors, but I'm gonna be real with you guys. I'm not gonna feed you guys a false narrative just because that's I want to get more likes, or I want you guys to agree with me. No, I'm gonna be honest, and it's really up in the air, Ed Butts. It's really question marks right now. What we do know is Derek Carr is not going to be the quarterback of the next season. Now, if somehow, some
I'll be
way,
pissed. I'll be pissed. I'll be pissed. I'll
Derek
be pissed. I'll
Carr
be pissed.
is going to
I'll
be the
be pissed.
quarterback next season, I don't know why I bench him then.
I'll be pissed. I'll be pissed. I'll be pissed.
That's the only reason I said that if the Raiders bench Carr is because they're done with him. They're going to cut him after the season, or they're going to try find trade partners with him after the Super Bowl. Raider Scorpio says find players who got a chip on their shoulder, something to prove. Then players want to win. It's not always about the money, and that's what I'm thinking. Those guys that you draft late in rounds, they're going to have a chip on their shoulder. They are going to have a chip on the shoulder. You got to go draft them, because they're not going to play for the money. They are going to play because they want to win.
Yeah.
Ed Butts, I'm glad to see our front office is done accepting mediocrity. Yeah, what do you think about that, Nate? Like, I want to ask you, what does this tell you about our front office, about Josh McDaniels and Ziegler?
Is that like they're not like those people that just ride with the QB for many, many years just because they have a connection. You know, they came from he came from Belichick, and Belichick, shoot, he drafted Jones, and shoot, he's making some progress. You know, because he's doing good. He went to the playoffs. And that's what McDaniels does. He wants to do it in his part, you know. He wants to do the same kind of draft a QB because Carr's not the thing no more, and hopefully we'll build around him. Maybe build the team around. I don't know. Maybe build a QB around the team. I don't know. Hopefully something good.
How do you feel? How do you feel about this? Getting Jimmy G and then drafting CJ Stroud. I will say this: Stroud
If
ain't
we do
falling to
get
us. I'll
Jimmy,
say that. But
if we
let's
do
say
get Jimmy
somehow
G,
that
like
happens.
if we do get Jimmy G, just God, please just let him just do absolutely crazy. If we do, because that would just be funny.
That would
He
be,
would
bro. Niner
if he
fans would be
does
clowning
if
on
he
us.
does better on the Raiders, that would just kind of be funny. But otherwise, Jimmy G, I mean, isn't he hurt? Yeah, he's hurt. He's hurt.
Yeah, he is hurt.
I don't want to get like a hurt quarterback.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually free agents. Let's look at the free agent quarterbacks coming out in 2023.
I gotta say he is a bit fragile. Jimmy G is. So I
So
don't
here we
know.
go. We got Tom Brady, Baker Mayfield, Sam Darnold, Jamie Garoppolo, Teddy Bridgewater, Daniel Jones, Case Keenum, Mason Rudolph, Jacoby Brissett, Geno Smith, Joe Flacco, Andy Dalton, Mike White, CJ Beathard, Kyle Allen, Taylor Heineke, Lamar Jackson, Blaine Gabbert, Chase Daniel, Chad Henne, Nick Mullins, Drew Lock, Brandon Allen, Josh Johnson, Nate Sudfield, Nathan High Stakes Peterman,
Let's go. We're getting him
Jeff,
back. We're getting him back, guys. We are
Jeff
starting
Driscoll,
Nathan Peterman.
Cooper Rush, Brett Ripon, Tyler Huntley, John Wolford, Philip Walker, Trace McSorley, uh, Jarrett Stidham, Bryce Perkins, Easton Stick, Gardner Minshew, and Shane
Yep, and him.
Buchel. I don't know how to say that name, but I think my bridge quarterback, and hear me out.
What's wrong with Brissett?
Nothing.
I'm bro. He was doing good with the Browns,
Yeah, but then what's his face came back.
bro. Didn't he have like a positive record before Deshaun
I
Watson
mean, they
came?
got him. He got him close. I mean, his stats are okay. I mean, he has 6 interceptions. He has 2 rushing touchdowns, 12 passing touchdowns. He has 6 fumbles. I don't know if it's 6 lost fumbles. He played in 14 games, and he's has 2,608 yards passing with 241 yards rushing. But I want to go with Minshew Magic, bro.
Yes. I mean,
Minshew
he's balling
Magic.
out. I
I
know.
mean, the game that I seen against the Cowboys, I like what I seen. I like what I seen.
He still got the magic in him. Magic,
He's
baby.
he's got the magic, and actually, no, I don't even know. Hold on,
Bro, if you're like, what?
because I was like, they're probably talking about it on NFL Network, and I don't have it there. But Raider Scorpio, I would rather have a no-name quarterback because those are the quarterbacks that have something to prove. Um, I mean, kind of.
But what if, well, I mean, would you rather have like a shot between two quarterbacks or just, I don't know, Stidham and then? I mean, this also depends if Stidham actually does good.
It's like we're again at the you
We're
know
getting at the point
we're again
where
at
we have new looks.
no we're again having to say we have to wait till the season ends to really see what does Stidham bring and what does the front offense do with Carr, because we have to also realize that Derek Carr is still on the roster. He's just inactive. Josh
Yeah,
McDaniels was like, bro, stay home.
bro. Facts. Like, spend your New Year's, bro.
Hey, look on the bright side, guys. He's not benching Madden. He's actually balling out for me. I
Oh,
think he has like
I
40
think
something
I'm gonna bench him.
touchdowns to like 9 interceptions or 8 interceptions.
I think in my league, I think I have Taylor Heineke as my backup.
Ill. The
Yeah, I don't know
disrespect
how.
to Stidham, bro.
No,
Raider Scorpio said if that's the case, I stay with Stidham and draft a quarterback. That's where I'm at too. That Raiders fan bring back Connor Cook. Oh my god, bro, where is that man? Hold on, I want to see where that man. What is that man up to?
is he even on a team?
Let me see.
He has to be like a um. Wait,
Mm,
what overall you think he is?
he was with the Detroit Lions in 2019, and then the Houston Roughnecks in 2020. So he went to the XFL. I don't know what he's doing now.
The Houston Roughnecks. What the heck? What's a
That was
roughneck?
the XFL, I believe, right? It was, yeah, it was the XFL.
XFL.
um, so we think about keeping Stidham,
I mean, I would.
or going with this. If not, go get Aaron Rodgers. That's the only way Adams might approve of Carr getting cut. But the thing is, we got to go back to why do we have to please Adams? Like, if Adams should just care about winning, not about who's passing him the ball. Of course, we as
I
fans
mean,
care who's
no, he's
passing.
saying that because Aaron Rodgers would have the better chance to win.
Okay, well, yeah, I can hear that. But what will you where would you go with that, Nate?
Yeah,
Keeping Stidham or you
yeah.
going to go get Aaron Rodgers?
It's just like a hard question. Like now that he is now the starting QB, and I kind of want to. I want to see what he does first against a really good Niners defense. That Niners defense is healthy too. That's kind of scary.
I'm nervous for this game for
Yeah,
Stidham.
this Niners defense is
Like,
a juggernaut, guys.
at least we got a quarterback who's gonna scramble.
Like that's the only thing I'll have respect on Niners is their freaking defense. Cause man, one
Their
of the
defense
best
is man.
defenses.
I am so envious of their defense, man. But like I said, in order for us to build a defense like that, we had to get rid of this contract. We have to get rid of it. And it's really looking like that's where it's leading. It's leading to us getting rid of this contract. So
Yeah.
Vincent, I don't know how to say that last name, but on Twitter they're saying there will be a trade market for Derek Carr without question. Shutting him down now helps protect that market. Um, if the Raiders
Hey, bro.
did
I
Derek
mean,
Carr Sunday, which they are,
what you
Derek
think he
Carr
would go for?
it, huh?
What you think he would be like? What's his value right now?
Third round pick, maybe a second round. People, hey, there be people out there saying he's worth the first round pick.
Hey, that's the Texans.
I'm like, bro, if you could find someone that you could rob for a first round pick, bro, take it.
That's
And
the Texans.
I think that's what the Raiders are gonna do. They're not gonna cut him. Like they're only gonna cut him if they can't find no trade partner.
Yeah,
But they're gonna trade him.
hopefully.
That's the
Yeah.
best. That's the best thing that I think the Raiders are leaning towards now. They're gonna trade him, try to keep that market clean.
Ooh, what if he retires?
Then he retires.
Mm, then he retires and we get nothing.
But they're gonna try to trade him to get something out of him. It's like, hey, Carr, you haven't gave us anything, so we might as well get something out of you. Ed Butt says, I just like Jimmy G because he was successful in the Patriot system. The only thing that makes me want to stay away is injury. But other than that, he proved he can win.
What if
Yes
he
and
like
no. I'll say
retires
that.
this
Yes and
week?
no. Because the Niners defense is crazy.
What if
Like,
this man gets hecka butthurt and just retires this week?
ha! Oh my gosh, bro, that would be the most Derek Carr thing to do.
Bro, the bro, he said the second, bro, like if I'm not playing or anything like he said, bro.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, that's
That is
crazy.
true. Raider Scorpio says it right here. Carr did said he retire if he gets cut or traded in the past.
Man,
I mean, you got millions and millions of dollars, bro. You're set for life.
literally.
Like he could, man, he could retire right now and not have to worry about earning a single cent. He's already got the money that he's got from the Raiders.
There's your
But yeah,
Vegas
that's
money.
what I think. I mean, I think you gotta keep Stidham. If you can get Aaron Rodgers somehow, then you go get him. But
Yeah.
the way it's looking right now is like you either get Jimmy G, Jarrett Stidham, Aaron Rodgers, and you draft a quarterback.
Yeah, right now it's basically the Raiders this at this point of the franchise were a newborn baby. It's crazy to think about that.
But the thing is, in the past,
Like
yeah, I'm getting something from Raider Scout. In the
like do
past,
we
Nate,
like
we had a quarterback problem, but we had hella other issues. In this situation, we don't have a lot of issues. Now we have to
yeah,
go
we
from a
can
quarterback, and we just have to build the defense and the offensive line a little bit, and we still got to figure out what we're going to do with Jacobs. And you're kind of set off of that. But this is coming from Raiders.scout. The Raiders have $35.8 million in cap space for 2023. Moving Carr frees another 29.2 million, giving $65 million, third in the NFL projected. They're going into a
mm,
huge offseason with key pieces already in place, but $65 million in cap space, 10 picks, an additional 2 to 4 projected comp picks. Depending on trades, they'll have anywhere from 12 to possibly 16 plus picks this year and 65 million in cap space. Bro, why wouldn't you move on from Derek Carr? Why wouldn't you? Your mic went out again. Give us a sec, guys. I'm just
what? Wait, what?
No, they said, "Hey guys, let's go watch Jared Stidham," and those ticket prices are like $500.
Wait, what is that? Wait, does that change the ticket price?
Hopefully, I don't know. Probably doesn't.
Goes down to only like 300.
Can't see Carr going elsewhere, learning yet another system. Now, I mean, at the end of the day, he does have a family that he does have to take care of. So who's to say he won't be thinking about the money? But
He's such
either
a nice.
way, the thing is, I wish Carr the best in the future. But the thing is, at the end of the day, you are not going. He is not going to be here. Carr's not going to be here next season. In
That's all we
2023,
know.
the Raiders are going to be looking for a quarterback, and they're going to be looking for defense, and they're going to be looking for offensive linemen.
Yeah.
Josh McDaniels is preparing for next year. Hopefully, he brings back the winning mindset of the organization. And this is true. This is what we've been wanting the Raiders to be, is a winning organization that when people go to the Raiders, they want to win. You're not going to it's been shown time and time again that we're not going to win with Derek at our quarterback. They got him everything that he needed. Let's be honest. They got him everything he needed. And people want to talk about scapegoats and that Derek Carr is going to be a scapegoat. The defense has been the biggest scapegoat all season long. Their stats and their rankings don't show how much they put into winning the football game. They're holding teams in the past 5 games. They're averaging holding teams to 18 points a game, and we lost 2 of those games. Like, we should not have lost 2 of those games. We should have went 5-0. You're telling me a quarterback that a defense held the Steelers to 13 points, you only score 10. The defense held the Rams to 3 points for almost the entire game. You sit on a 16-3 lead.
Yeah, that's
That's
crazy.
not like, and people will then go, well, that's Josh McDaniels. That is not Josh McDaniels. He's not out there throwing the football. He's not out there calling the audibles that these so Kardashians are saying that Derek Carr is doing at the line, that he's doing audibles. And then they want to backtrack and say that he's not allowed to do audibles. Well, it's funny how they contradict themselves a lot of the times. And it's just like, guys, it's okay to say a guy sucks. I say sometimes Waller sucks, bro. And you can see my boy Nate, that's one of his favorite players is Darren Waller. But
Yeah,
we had to come to an agreement that, hey, Darren Waller, bro, we might need to let him go.
that's what I'm gonna be
Not
saying.
Raiders fans. While some fans are upset and sad about Carl leaving, I'm excited and curious for the future. That's where I'm at. That Raiders fans, I am I cannot wait to see what this offense is bringing to us. And we are going to be live when those news drops. We're going to be live. If
This
it takes
off
every
season's
single
about to
day
be
for us to be live,
crazy.
we are going to be on top of the news for you guys. And we're going to come on here. We're going to talk about it. We are going to talk about all things Raiders because we know we have a lot to discuss this offseason. We have a lot. Raider Scorpio, it took Buffalo Bills a lot of losing seasons to find their elite quarterback. Hopefully, it won't take Raiders too long. The thing is, Raider Scorpio, the Buffalo Bills were kind of in the same boat as us. They kept depending on quarterbacks that just was not getting the job done. The Ryan Fitzpatricks, the Tyrod Taylors, the Nathan Petermans, like, because they were there for a while. They didn't go through a quarterback carousel. They tried to build around these quarterbacks. And Sean McDermott, when he came, he finally was like, bro, Tyrod Taylor, you're not the answer. We got to go get an actual guy, not go in free agency and get a guy. No, we got to go in the draft and go get our guy. And hence the drafting of Josh Allen. And that's what I'm saying. We have to look in the draft. A lot of people don't want to look in the draft because they're like, well, you're likely are going to draft a worse quarterback than Derek Carr. We won't know that unless we do draft the quarterback. If we keep staying in that mindset, and I said it, earlier in the live, if we stay in that mindset that we're going to draft a bust at quarterback, then we're never going to draft a quarterback at all. And that's what I'm hoping that Ziegler's mindset is not at.
Yeah,
I trust Ziegler to go out there and his scouting team is going to scout the best quarterback that is going to come in and be the answer for the Raiders. That is going to win football games. Our
that's
rivals have true franchise quarterbacks. We need ours. And the thing is, that Raiders fan, where do they go to get those franchise quarterbacks? In the draft. In the draft. They didn't stick with Alex Smith for 10 years. They got tired of just getting to the playoffs. They wanted Super Bowl championships. So they said, Alex Smith, you're not getting it done. We built a team around you and you still couldn't get it done. They go draft Patrick Mahomes. The Chargers. Phillip Rivers was getting up there in age, so they kind of were forced to move on. But then
yeah,
they go get Justin Herbert.
yeah. They drafted. They just didn't. Yeah, they didn't go get like a mediocre thing that the
Yeah.
Browns were
And then
doing,
the
or
Dolphins. Ryan Tannehill was there for many years. They go get Tua Tagovailoa. Like, the thing is, Raider Scorpio brought this up in a couple of lives ago. Nowadays, quarterbacks get about 3 to 4 years max to learn the system, and if they're not getting it down, or not even learning the system, but to show something to the organization, show that you're progressing and you're getting better and you're winning. If you're not doing that, you're either getting traded or you're getting cut.
it's
And
crazy
we stuck with
because
Derek Carr for 9 years.
I just thought about like when we were doing bad, and it was either Carr the defense or people dropping the balls or things like that. It's crazy on how people actually don't realize on how bad a quarterback can actually ruin the whole team or the whole year. Now, the example that I'm thinking of right now is look at the Rams.
Mm.
Look where they went. Like from last year, he was doing all good. Wait, did I just mute did I just mute
No,
myself?
you're good. We hear you. And you're talking about pre-injury before they had all the injuries,
Yeah.
like where they still had Cooper Cup, they still had Aaron Donald.
They had a juggernaut of a team.
Yeah, it was just basically the same team.
And Stafford, bro, he just he's having one of those down card seasons and boom, like that's all it took. And then that's what kind of just
Bro, Nate, talk that shit, bro.
like that's all it took, and from there on out the Rams are one of the most like
Bro,
one of
people
the
don't want
worst
to talk
teams right
about
now.
it though, Nate. People don't want to talk about it.
It's like quarterback is what drives the team. It's crazy.
And this is coming from someone that you played football.
Yeah.
And
And I
I
don't even
mean,
know offense like that.
yeah, because you played defense, but would you say the quarterback is a one that's like really like the team feeds off the quarterback?
Yeah. I mean, you can see it with all of the teams that have uh that took their time to get a good quarterback. You have Mahomes that is working around Juju, freaking TikTok star. MVS, the guy that Packers just didn't have the money for, or you know, they're moving on. Shoot, Packers are moving on from people. Um, you know, it's crazy. Would
Mm-mm.
take a chance on Zach Wilson.
Mm-mm. Because then he's gonna
No,
come and fuck my mother.
no, no. Whoa.
I don't want that, bro. I don't want that. He's gonna probably go to Josh McDaniels and try to get at his wife. Probably go to friggin' Ziegler and try to get like no, bro. Mm-mm. No, but
Zach Wilson.
okay. Being all serious, still no.
Yeah, no,
Because
I would not get him.
the thing is, Nate, you just talked about it. The team feeds on the quarterback, right? Look at the Jets after Zach Wilson made that statement when they asked him, "Oh, do you feel bad for not scoring?" Like, because the defense held the Patriots to 3 points and you didn't do your part to score, and him not taking accountability, and then seeing where the Jets like. Let's look at the Jets schedule real quick because the Jets fell off after that presser, and who's to say it wasn't you know because of Zach Wilson? Like that's what people need to understand. And then they put Mike White in there. They put Mike White, and it's a different team.
Mike White's better. Let's go.
So right after New England, they lost 10-3. Zach Wilson had 77 yards passing. He had no touchdown passes. I believe he had a horrible game also on the turnover department. And he said no, he doesn't feel at fault for why they lost. He didn't the defense did their part, and he said no, I don't owe them an apology or anything. Like he just said it bluntly. The next week they benched
A
Zach
little
Wilson. They
kid.
put in Mike White. They beat the Bears 31-10, and then they go on a 4-game losing streak to the Minnesota Vikings, Buffalo Bills, Detroit Lions, and Jacksonville Jaguars, with White starting 3 of those games, and then Zach Wilson starting the recent 2 games that they just played, and they still lost.
Yeah.
So, who is to say that the team isn't feeding off of that? They're
Yeah,
having a
the
locker
team
room.
just lost one of their biggest games against the Jaguars, and it kind of sucks. I think their season's coming to a close. Might be. Who knows?
Yeah. Raider Scorpio says quarterback gets the big bucks because it starts with them. If they perform, the team most likely would win. If not, the team is going to suck. It goes back to the team is going to feed off of the quarterback.
I'm just happy that Justin Herbert didn't make the Pro Bowl.
He made the playoffs, though. I could give shits about making the Pro Bowl. If you make the playoffs, bro, I'm happy. Raider Scorpio says Zach Wilson got no confidence just like Carr. We can't go from a bad quarterback to a bad quarterback. It would make no sense. And that's where I'm at. Just don't even take a chance. After seeing that presser, bro, I would not want Zach Wilson in the building at all.
You think they're gonna have a Derek Carr presser from here on out? No.
Not today.
I
You
wonder
know,
what that.
Derek's gonna be. He's not gonna go up to the podium today.
It's on me.
Yeah, it's on me. It's on me.
No,
And
watch this time. It's gonna be like I gave it my all. I don't know what they're thinking.
I think here's the
It's
thing.
not
Also,
on me.
the thing is, Derek Carr played like his job was comfortable, and I say that because of his presser the other day. I can't
Everybody
recite it
else
word
whose
for
job was
word.
comfortable, not
I
his.
can't recite it word for word, but it went something like, for the past 9 years, I've always heard the trade talks and the cut talks and this and that, but I'm still here at the end of the day. That told me your ass was comfortable with your job. That you're like, oh, my job's not going to get taken away. Doesn't matter how I play, I'm still going to be here. Well,
I think he
Mr.
thought that
Carr,
because
you have been benched.
I think I think he thought that because everybody else is comfortable.
Bro, what the hell is that name, bro?
Huh.
Your name. Axe body spray? What the
I don't know. I just put some random thing
Hey, I'll say
a while ago.
I'll fix it for you.
That was just a random thing that I just typed like a while ago, like before I joined.
I'll put that.
2023 New Year's resolution, guys.
That's a
Wow.
New Year's resolution for the Raiders. Carr isn't here in 2023. But anyways, guys, all
Crazy.
jokes aside, like I said, we wish Derek Carr the best, but it seems the Raiders are going to be looking for a new quarterback going forward. Let's see how Jared Stidham plays in the next weeks against the Niners and the Chiefs. Like I said, not expecting any wins to come out of next week. But of course, we're still going to be rooting for wins. So let's see what we got at the quarterback position. Was it Derek Carr that was the reason for us being 6-9,
No, bro. Stop, bro.
or does
No,
Josh
no, no,
McDaniels
no,
have a
no,
part in
or.
that? We'll see. We'll see what plays out Sunday. But you
You got the
guys take care.
magic
There's a
in
lot of
me.
other people live. Go check them out. This is gonna be the talk of the town today. Is Derek Carr has been benched in favor of Jared Stidham, and Derek Carr will not be serving as the backup. He will be inactive for the next 2 games. So the quarterback room for the next weeks coming is going to be Jared Stidham and Chase Garbers. That is our quarterback room. So guys,
Shoot,
let's
we
just,
might have a battle
we
right
still
now.
got to follow this team. I love this team. I don't care who's playing quarterback. All I want to do
Yeah,
is win.
say,
that is my thing. That's all I want
please
to
keep Waller. No, I'm just playing.
do. Bro, Waller can go too. But anyway, guys, peace out. Raiders!
Raiders.